Okay, so now I'm going to try these out. Let's see what we got. Starting from the far left side with the ROMBO Classic. This is a thin, standard size pick. That is good for strumming, let's say. Cool, man. Decent texture. It's not super grippy, honestly, but just these like little kind of grid pattern that it's something. It offers a little bit of texture. I think these are taller than this one. This is a cat tongue pick. Yeah, cool, honestly. Okay, so I can't say too much about this particular pick, but I do gotta say, for a 0.45 millimeter pick, it feels thicker than that, like in the way of how it holds up with strumming. So it doesn't feel like a super wimpy kind of paper thin pick. It definitely has that kind of brushy texture that the thin picks do. But kind of neat. All right, moving along to the ROMBO Mosaic. This one starts to look like a jazz style pick, which I like. But this is 0.65 millimeters thick, so it's not very thick for a jazz pick. All right, the texture on this is really cool looking. It appears to me that's the micro nodules that it's talking about. But honestly, really cool looking pick. It only says ROMBO on the one side of it. It doesn't actually say how thick the pick is on the pick. It doesn't feel like super grippy, but there's some grip to it. Texture is nice, regardless. Okay, 0.65. Honestly, cool. I really like the sharper profile on that. Is very nice, but it's pretty thin. I mean, this is like a jazz pick that maybe, you know, has the flex, if you like. It's kind of medium-ish. Okay, ROMBO Dune. This one is quite interesting to me. I mean, it's kind of shaped like a stretched out pentagon. Honestly, I can't say I know anything about these picks and what they're designed for. I'm just trying them out kind of blindly, seeing what it is. It appears with this pick, it's got kind of this duller point on it. Now, this one's 0.7 millimeters, so it's kind of medium, and I would assume with this, it might be good for strumming, but it's got a really big grip area. Cool. Honestly, pretty cool. It's good for strumming. Moving along to the ROMBO Origami. This one was actually one of the ones that really caught my attention just because it's got some folds and stuff in it. I thought that was kind of an interesting design, I guess. Ooh, I actually really like that one. I'm not sure why, but it has like a brightness to it. Compared to this last one. Huh. Okay, I don't know. There's something about this one. And just like when I play it, it just puts a smile on my face. ROMBO Origami. So far, I'm liking that. Alright, that's a sweet pick, honestly. Moving along to the ROMBO Prisma. This is a big triangle. Typically, I don't like triangle picks, but I'll try it. See how it goes. It's got a cool kind of triangular shape to it. It's got a profile to it. It's not just flat. With that, it's got an interesting design on it, and it's got an interesting texture. Cool. Triangle picks are pretty cool because it's like having 3 picks in one, you know? You get one that's all dull, you just rotate it over. Brand new, fresh pick, right? Cool texture on it, cool shape. Definitely a unique pick, I gotta say. And a lot of this is just really unique stuff. I mean, that's the whole point, in my opinion, for getting picks like this. It's not that this is gonna make you a better player, and not that it's gonna make your tone better. Like, maybe it'll sound a little bit different, perhaps. But ultimately, it's just for fun. So this one here is the ROMBO Shell. That one is also shaped kind of weird. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of like the Autobots or something. It has a thicker part where you would hold it. Thicker grip, I guess. Very, very light texture on it. And then it's thinner on the tip of it. Okay, I personally don't like that one that much, just because like it really doesn't feel like it's gonna stay in my hand. It feels like the type of pick that just slips a little bit. It's all right, kind of neat. ROMBO Shell, unique. All right, getting into the thicker side of the picks here. These ones are way more interesting to me, in my opinion. Starting off with ROMBO Crisp. It has a long shape to it, and it's got this texture on it, like a star or something like that. I like that. That's the type of thing that makes this brand really interesting to me, just because they've got something else going on. Like, they've got some molds with shapes in them. And I like that because, again, it helps you really know how it's pointing in your hand by feel rather than having to check by sight. Good impression with this pick. It's 1 millimeter thick. I like that. Feels pretty good. Okay, cool. So that's that one. ROMBO Crisp. Definitely cool shape. On to the ROMBO Waves. This one is a really cool design to me, and it has the waves in it. It's a duller pick tip. It's a bit thicker. It's 1.25 mil, so that's a bit heavier. It's kind of more of that pebble kind of feeling. Oh, I really like the waves. It has a nice pattern on it, like nice little waves. I like that. All right, let's try them. Honestly, this pick is really sweet. I like this. This is my type of pick, I would say, just because like I'm used to the Jazz 3s. However, this is a softer shape, so it's like not so articulate. It's nice in that way, and I like the thicker pick. I personally play with thick picks. That's my preference. So thick pick is good, but I do gotta say, I mean, like, I would have liked maybe not having the ROMBO logo embossed into the tip of the pick like that, just because I can feel that on the upstroke, but it's super smooth on the downstroke. Yeah, it's branding, man. Next one is a ROMBO Horizon. This is like a super extra large Jazz 3 pick, kind of. Although it wasn't designed to do so, the fact that it's got an extra 2 points on here, that's something you could play with and get a different sound out of, potentially, or a different feeling. Yeah. Cool. Honestly, this is like probably my favorite so far, just because it's like along the lines of the type of pick I typically play with. It's a little bit heavier. This is 1.4 millimeter thick. All right, moving on to the ROMBO Diamond. All right, so this ROMBO Diamond has a hole in it, so you can put that on your necklace. Sometimes these holes are good for grip. Doesn't really change it too much for me, but it has this like prism kind of shape on it or something, some sort of polygon with a point, and it looks like to be somewhat of a standard pick shape with a sharp tip. I like that. Nice. Kind of neat, honestly, I gotta say. Oh, the furnace is kicking on. That's annoying. A little bit extra background noise just to mess up our audio. Moving along to the ROMBO Arabus. That's a huge pick, man. This looks giant. Whoa, that's pretty huge, man. This is definitely like got an oversized feeling. Generally, when I have an oversized pick like this, I just automatically think, hey, maybe that's great for bass. I don't know, it's just always my thought, just because like that's friggin' huge, dude. It's a little bit different than this ROMBO Horizon. It's got, you know, a little bit of a something on it to hold your hand. ROMBO Arabus. I like that. I like that a lot. One thing I really dig about the heavier picks is just that it sounds more percussive. It sounds bigger because there's kind of more mass behind what you're hitting. So even though I generally say thicker picks give you kind of more of a lower kind of sound, this one still has a lot of brightness, so I like that. Plays bluegrass, so don't at me. Cool, man. Yeah, that's the ROMBO Arabus. I like it. I don't know if I'm saying this right. Arabus. Anyways, moving on to the ROMBO Jade. I'm looking forward to this one. It has a bevel all the way around it. It kind of looks like a piece of jewelry or something. You know, this kind of reminds me of the big stubby picks, especially the jazz style big stubby, because it's got a nice sharp point on it. Now, I haven't really played much with picks that have bevels like this, but automatically it just feels good. It feels right in the hand. This is a 2.3 millimeter thick. Gotta love the sharp picks, man, especially when they come down to this really fine point like this, because it's a heavier pick and it's got this bevel on it. It feels really, really articulate. It has a lot of the benefits of a thicker pick, but it has that same kind of brightness that I'm used to with the thinner picks. Honestly, pretty cool stuff. Designed, engineered in Germany, made in China. Pretty unique picks, honestly. These are all proprietary picks. So yeah, you know, definitely cool designs and stuff. Unique. They gotta have different kind of molds specifically made for these. So I'm not gonna leave you with a recommendation. I'm not gonna say whether or not you should buy these or not. I think they're cool. I think it's worth a try. However, I'm not gonna tell you one way or the other. I bought these with my own money just to try them out and to see kind of what that's like. If you found this video helpful or valuable to you, please leave a like, consider subscribing to my channel, and that's all for this one. Take it easy, y'all. See you on the next one.